Hello everybody and welcome to Yarn of a Kind. It is a new week, which means more crocheting to do, and I'm actually also celebrating 1 month of being on YouTube, which is so exciting. I'm so happy to be where I am today, and I'm so thankful to all of you who are watching. Thank you to anyone who has liked or commented or subscribed to my channel. It's really encouraging and really motivates me to keep going, so thank you so much. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some reflections about my YouTube journey so far, and I'm also going to be crocheting for some friends and family members. Sit tight and let's jump into the video. So my projects for last week were crochet pillows, and if you haven't watched that video, please go ahead and watch it because I had a lot of fun crocheting these like mini pillows. I posted about the waffle on my Instagram, and some of my friends and family members saw it and they were quite impressed. So I have gotten some requests to crochet some amigurumi, and the first thing that I'm crocheting here is a penguin, but specifically it's Peso the penguin. I have never heard of this penguin before, and that's because I'm so painfully out of touch with the cartoons that exist these days. So I had to go and look up a pattern to crochet Peso the penguin, and I found this pattern by Emmy Saigon, which is most similar, I think, to Peso the penguin. So I'm gonna try and make that for my friend's son, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. After I finish crocheting the penguin, I need to work on a panda for my baby niece, who absolutely adores pandas. Like, it's all that she wants to see when she goes to the zoo. And if you notice, penguins and pandas, they kind of have the same colors. So I'm hoping that I have enough yarn to finish these two projects. And as I was looking for a good panda pattern, I also found so many cute panda patterns that I want to try out. So I'm actually intending to make a whole army of pandas, and I hope I have enough yarn to get me through that. We'll have to see how it turns out. It's the 1st of March and I haven't been crocheting much or recording much this week because my husband and I did some traveling and I didn't want to bring my crocheting along, so I spent my time reading instead. But yesterday, as soon as we got back, I resumed crocheting the penguin. I think I mentioned that I found a pattern and I was modifying it slightly. Did I mention I was modifying it slightly? And what I've gotten done so far is the head. This was my first time doing color changes, and I actually didn't really like the way the yarn looked. So I actually went and sewed out some of the gaps between the yarn, and I don't know, it just turned out looking kind of strange, but it's my first time doing it, so it's alright. We live and learn. And yesterday night, I worked on the body of the penguin. It's done, not stuffed yet, but that's how the stitches look if I don't go and sew in the gaps. And I suppose this is how it's supposed to be, but I just don't really like the look of it. But we're going to leave it because doing this is unnatural and a lot of excessive work. Another thing that I learned while making this body is the pattern had chain ones between every round, and I ignored that because I like working in continuous rounds. But I think it's resulted in this situation where the body is a little like crooked, and I think if I did the chain ones, then it would just make everything more straight and uniform. So I'm definitely not going to skip out on that next time. And my last thought while working on the penguin is that there's this crisscross of yarn threads inside the body, and it's because of all the color changes and how I had to move the yarn here and there. It's made me think about how there are things going on behind the scenes that are messy. Like, for example, you might see someone's social media, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and it might be that their life looks really perfect on the outside, but it might not be as perfect behind the scenes. And it also reminded me of this Christian hymn that says, "Each strand of sorrow has a place inside his tapestry of grace." It's a beautiful line, and every time we sing that song, I just feel so moved because sometimes in our lives we can't really understand what's going on. but whatever happens is part of God's divine plan and part of His tapestry, His perfect design. And when we get to the end of our lives, or when we get to the end of whatever struggle that we're facing, then we can better appreciate God's purpose in bringing us through something that's really difficult. Hi everybody, it is now Saturday. It's the 2nd of March. It's already March. Time really flies. It is evening now and I'm so ready to get settled into my usual evening crochet routine, and I desperately need to finish this penguin. Here's his head, and I've already sewn his little beak on. Is it a beak? That's his body. And we've got his 2 little flippers, as well as 2 tiny little feet. So I'm excited to sew all of these pieces together, complete it, and get ready to give it to my friend. It's hard to believe that it's already been a month since I started YouTube. When I recorded my first video a month ago, my goal was really just to crochet 1 amigurumi a week. And YouTube was a way of documenting my learning journey as well as sharing it with an audience. Would anyone be interested in watching my videos? I didn't have high expectations, but I hoped so. I still have so many more ideas for videos that I want to create, and I hope that I can really stick it out for at least the year. When I look back over the past month, I can sincerely say that I've really enjoyed creating videos. But there are also challenges with doing YouTube, and I have been afflicted with this obsession with numbers, which I think is relatively common for any content creator. How many views do I have? How many subscribers? How much watch time? Am I getting close to the threshold for getting monetized? These are questions that plague me almost every day. And even in my own mind, I feel pressured to create videos that the YouTube algorithm will push out to viewers. And sometimes this can take the joy out of crocheting. Last week, after crocheting every day for a week and pushing myself a little bit more than usual, I just felt a little crocheted out because I was doing it at the expense of other things in my life. So after the last video, I gave myself a break. I spent the weekend doing household chores, making boba, hanging out with friends, going to church, supporting my husband at his band practice, and even watching a football match at a pub. I also caught up with Bible study homework and spent some time reading God's Word. And it was just so nice to take a break from all this self-inflicted stress. So this has made me think more about my philosophy and my specific goals for doing YouTube. Ultimately, I want to live a life that glorifies God, and YouTube is just one part of that bigger picture. I really want to create the kind of videos that I would want to watch, sort of the more chatty and chill videos that bring the viewer on a journey with me. I ultimately want to enjoy the process of crocheting, and I definitely do not want to burn out, but I want to be sustainable, I want to have fun, and if my creations and my videos can bring joy to other people and maybe inspire or impact someone, that would be more than I could ask for. So going forward, I just want to keep pausing and reflecting and checking my mindset and making sure that I'm living a healthy and balanced life. And I'm really thankful to everyone who is on this journey together with me. I have such a long way to go. So please stick around and do comment below if you've been enjoying my videos, because I really want to know who is out there watching my videos. It would be really fun to be in touch with all of you. Check it out! And he's done! Peso the penguin. Oh wait, he's not done yet because he doesn't have eyes yet. I'm still wondering if I should use safety eyes or if I should sew the eyes on. And Peso the penguin also has this sailor outfit, so I'm going to crochet sort of a sailor's collar for him, and I need to check if I have blue yarn. I'm gonna go and check my yarn stash and see if there's anything suitable for a blue collar. I can't believe I have this. I must have bought it on a whim. It's the Baby Snuggle yarn. So this penguin is actually being made with a combination of flutter bee for the black and white parts, as well as Baby Snuggle yarn for the beak, the legs, the yellow bits, as well as the collar. I do not know how I'm gonna make this collar, but let's make it work. So I continued working on Peso the penguin until about midnight. So here he is in rather yellow lighting, and there's his little hat. I think he looks so adorable. I freehanded this little hat and I didn't have the appropriate colors, but I think it still turned out quite decently. So here he is again, Peso the penguin from Octonauts, and he is going to be gifted to my friend's little son who loves Peso the penguin. I decided not to sew his hat on, so it actually comes off, which is quite a cute accessory for him. Next week, I'm going to be traveling again, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to put out another video, but let me show you what is in the works as a little teaser. So in this video, I initially wanted to crochet a bunch of amigurumi for my friends and family, but I ended up only getting one done, which is okay, but I still have a panda to make for my little niece, and I'm excited to do that next. I might get some crocheting done while I'm traveling. So I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned, and thank you so much again for watching. Bye everybody!